We got an update when it comes to the quarterback situation in Pittsburgh. Justin Fields has performed so well to start out training camp that he has created a legitimate quarterback battle now. Now, remember, a few months ago, Mike Tomlin came out and said that Russell Wilson had pole positioning to be the Steelers QB1 for this year. Well, he got injured. He's been sidelined the last couple of practices due to a calf injury. And you know what they say, one man's misfortune is another man's opportunity in the NFL. And Justin Fields has been running with the ones, and he's been really impressive. He's been accurate when it comes to throwing the deep ball. He's been extending plays, running around, doing this thing on the ground. He's been better than expected from what reports have said. And according to ESPN, the Steelers quarterback battle could be more of a competition than it initially appeared. Russell Wilson was originally the clear QB1, but now things have started to change because of the emergence of Justin Fields. And with how this quarterback battle is going to play out, we know that we're going to see a good amount of these guys throughout the preseason, but you really don't care about who's playing better right now. It's going to come down to who can be the most consistent as we get closer to the start of this season. Because when it comes to these quarterback battles, the coach is going to go with the QB who has the hottest hand. And if Justin Fields can remain as hot as what he's been to start out camp, and he keeps that same level of intensity throughout until week 1, then you love his chances being able to start. But for right now, I still believe that Russell Wilson has a good lead over Justin Fields when it comes to being the starter this year, because it seems like to me, Mike Tomlin trusts Russell Wilson more because he's a veteran. He's won at a high level in this league. He has a lot of experience, and he knows what it takes to win. But the thing with Justin Fields is that you have somebody who has just so much more potential than what Russell Wilson has at this point in his career. Plus, we already know what Russell Wilson is at this stage of his NFL career. He's 35 years old, and he's regressing. He's not getting better. He's getting worse. With Justin Fields, you have a big question mark on him because we don't know what this dude is. For all we know, he could be the second coming of Lamar Jackson, or he could be Vince Young 2.0. But if you're the Steelers, I would think that it would be better if you're going to have to start a quarterback to throw JF1 out there, because he just gives you a big advantage when it comes to what you can do offensively, especially in the run game. You can do more design quarterback runs, quarterback power, zone reads, power options. Justin Fields would give the Steelers an elite rushing attack right out the gate. Plus, he's just a better QB than what Russell Wilson is, in my opinion. The statistics are a big lie when it comes to showcasing just what Russell Wilson is at this point in his career. The only reason why his numbers look so good was because he was throwing a lot of garbage time touchdowns when the Denver Broncos always had to come back from behind because he played so badly throughout the first 3 quarters that once you got into the fourth, defenses, they were playing back and just letting Russell Wilson get whatever underneath. Russell Wilson, with him getting injured, has given Justin Fields an open opportunity to really take a hold of this starting quarterback job. The team is already starting to rally behind Justin Fields, and Justin Fields is more of a relatable guy to the majority of players on the Steelers than what Russell Wilson is. Russell Wilson has never been one who's done a great job of getting along with his teammates. You know, if you listen to his former teammates speak out about him, like Richard Sherman and Marshawn Lynch, he's not a bad guy. It's just that he struggles to be able to relate to guys in the locker room. You know, once practice is over, the game is over, you can't call Russell Wilson. You got to talk to an agent or a representative on his behalf. You don't got a direct line to this brother. And people seem to forget when he first got to Denver, he had his own office and his own locker separate from the team. So he was isolated. So Russell Wilson is a little bit of a social weirdo. You know, he struggles to socialize with players on his team because the guys who he can't really relate to, he's a little bit weirded out by. So me personally, I'm rooting for Justin Fields to get the starting quarterback job. But for right now, I still think that there still is a lot of work that he has to make to take away this job from Russell Wilson, because Mike Tomlin has a lot of love for Russ. And it's not surprising because him and Russ are kind of cut from the same cloth. They're rah-rah guys. They're really good speakers, especially when they're talking to the national media. But Justin Fields is really going to have to ball out and just completely outperform and outclass Russell Wilson for the rest of training camp and throughout the preseason. Like, there has to be a clear-cut answer that, yeah, Justin Fields is the guy over Russ, and it's not even close.